We have known this name at quarterback for over a half a century. If ever there was a spotlight put on somebody before they got started, we all agree there was a very bright one put on Payton Manning. All he did was put on sunglasses, roll up his sleeves, and go to work. Decorated at Tennessee, he's the first overall pick in the 1998 draft by the Indianapolis Colts. And what followed was the stuff of legends. 14 seasons in Indy, 4 in Denver. And I think a few in Omaha. We're still checking that out. Records were set at all these franchises. Now, by the way, I guess he's coming to ESPN. He's going to break whatever records I got left. Almost 72,000 yards passing and 539 touchdown passes. NFL marks when Payton retired. By the way, if you throw in the playoffs and you do the conversion, Payton has thrown for 45 miles. We could drive to Cleveland. Almost 5,500 yards in a single season, 55 touchdowns, records. 201 wins, including victories over all 32 teams, even over the Canton Bulldogs. 14 Pro Bowls, 5 MVPs, two-time Super Bowl champion, one with the Colts, one with the Broncos, of course. We could go on and on, but suffice it to say that even more records than he has, he's done commercials. That's hard to do. All of this with his and his family's homage to the game of football, as evidenced by his winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year, the Byron Whizzer White and Bart Starr Award. Pretty impressive. An old school quarterback playing in a world of new school offense, he reinvented the art of calling plays at the line of scrimmage. But my personal favorite Payton moment, not a pass, not a win. The week that Johnny Unitas passed on, he wore black high tops with his Colts uniform and helmet with the horseshoe on it to honor the legacy of Johnny Unitas. So, fitting tonight that his presenter is a true gentleman who happens to be his dad, Archie Manning.
Hey, who's your favorite football player, eh? You gonna be a football player when you grow up?
Payton Manning always seemed born to be a quarterback.
When they started playing their little games, I taught him his three-step drop. He loved to show people his three-step drop.
Son of an NFL great and an All-American at Tennessee, Manning entered the NFL with great expectations.
The first pick of the draft, the Indianapolis Colts select Payton Manning.
Payton always said his teams that have the #1 draft choice, there's a reason.
That's the 28th pick of the Payton Manning pass.
So that first year, the Colts went 3-13. He didn't say, "Man, nobody's open." They were open, but it's not like college. They just open a split second. He worked hard. And the next year, they went 13-3.
Number 18's driving this machine like I've never seen.
You see the confidence he had out there. He's guiding their team.
Manning became a force of nature, winning the NFL's MVP a record 5 times, and led the Colts to victory in Super Bowl 41. In 2011, a neck injury threatened to end it all.
He couldn't throw. A lot of doubt whether he'd be able to play again.
Manning would play again, resurrecting his career in Denver, and retired owning almost every passing record.
There's the record, another one. He may have them all. Payton Manning has now thrown for more yards in a single season than any other quarterback in NFL history.
He did play the position a little different than some. The no huddle,
Omaha!
on the balls. Preparation was a huge part of Payton's game. He had a belief that if I can out-prepare that other quarterback, run something that in the fourth quarter will help us win this game.
In Manning's final game, he became the first quarterback to win a Super Bowl with 2 different franchises.
Never, ever underestimate Payton Manning.
I didn't have any experience playing or winning Super Bowls. To have a child be able to do it is doggone special. He feels so blessed.
Off the field, he walks one last time.
Payton loves the game of football. He loves the quarterback position. I'm honored to present my son, Payton Manning, for enshrinement into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Payton Manning for enshrinement into the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Archie Manning.
Thank y'all very much. When I was playing for the Colts, there were just a few seconds on the play clock. We needed the ball snapped quickly. I would yell, "Hurry, hurry," to my center, Jeff Saturday, and he would immediately snap me the ball. Well, out there. I gotta tell you. Hurry, hurry! There you go. Tonight's speech is an all-time hurry, hurry. The 2021 induction class wants to thank those previous inductees who gave long-winded acceptance speeches, forcing us to have a whopping 6 minutes to recap our football careers. I want to give a special thanks to my old rival, Ray Lewis, for being here tonight. Ray just finished giving his speech that he started in 2018. Next year, acceptance speeches will probably shrink to 4 minutes. And speaking of rivals, my good friend Tom Brady is here tonight. By the time he's inducted, by the time Tom Brady is inducted in his first year of eligibility in the year 2035, he'll only have time to post his acceptance speech on his Instagram account. The legendary John Madden says that the Hall of Fame busts whisper to each other at night. And it's actually true. My son Marshall and I have heard it. But I also think that they run plays at night. They scrimmage. They throw a little 7-on-7. The other night I had a dream and I was in one of those scrimmages. The other team's coaches were Vince Lombardi and Paul Brown. My coaches, Bill Cowher and Jimmy Johnson. That's right, a Cowboy and a Steeler working together only in Canton, Ohio. We were on the 50-yard line with only 3 seconds left in the game. Coach Cowher called a running play. I said, "Coach, I'm gonna have to audible, Omaha." I called a pass play. My bus faked the handoff to Barry Sanders. I threw a 20-yard break-in route to Michael Irvin, right as Deacon Jones and Ray Nitschke hit me at the same time. Irvin, as he was getting tackled by Ronnie Lott, then lateraled to Steve Largent, who was in a foot race down the sideline with Darryl Green and Lem Barney. The savvy Largent, knowing he couldn't win a foot race with Darryl Green, then lateraled back to Lance Allworth, who dove into the end zone for the game-winning score. And yesterday, it was just a dream, but tonight, it's reality. Anyway, I just think it's pretty cool to say you're on the same team as Johnny Unitas and Slinging Sammy Ball. I am honored to be a member of this elite class and a teammate of Drew's, Coach Floors, John, Calvin, Alan, and Charles. To be inducted on the same weekend with one of my favorite teammates of all time, Edger and James, is a thrill. Being reunited with Edger, my old teammates, the great Marvin Harrison, Marshall Falk, our coach architect Bill Polian, our coach leader Tony Dungy, is really something special. And I'm proud to be on the same team again with John Elway and the joint fellow Denver Bronco alums Steve Atwater and John Lynch in this weekend's induction class. And there's room for more Colts and Broncos in here, I'm just saying. We have inherited the history of this sport, even helped create it, but our responsibility cannot stop there. If we simply relive history and don't ignite the future of the sport, then we're not doing football justice. Each of us has deep roots in this game. Football even helped us carve out a place to belong. In my youth in New Orleans and at Newman School, football carved out a place for my favorite quarterback, my hero, my role model, my dad, Archie Manning, to pass on something he loved to me. Dad, there is no one I would rather have or be more appropriate than you to welcome me to the stage. Dad enabled me to play balls with my brother Cooper and Eli, the two best brothers a guy could ask for. And he gave my mom plenty of reasons to both beef me up and patch me up. You talk about lucking out with the most loving mother who can also break down a cover 2 defense as well as any NFL quarterback. In college, at my beloved alma mater, the University of Tennessee, football gave me a platform to help me grow as a man and refine my skills. Entering the NFL, the game gave me a profession where I could measure myself against the very best and live camaraderie at its deepest level. I always thrived on being coached, and I learned from some of the very best coaches in the business, many of whom are here tonight. Sadly, we have lost 2 special coaches to me this year, the great Howard Mudd and my good friend Greg Knapp. May they both rest in peace. After my playing career, I hung a whistle around my neck, and I've coached my son's flag football team for the past 2 years. Now, I'm not sure I'm a very good coach, but hopefully that role will enable me to make a hands-on contribution to the future of our sport. Over the years, I've had the most unbelievable support from family, friends, fans, coaches, teammates, and support staffs. And I just can't say thank you enough to all of you that have come here tonight to help me celebrate. To Jim Irsay and the Indianapolis Colts organization, my gratitude is off the charts. You drafted me in 1998, and it was a joy and a privilege to represent the Horseshoe. And to Pat Bowlen, the Bowlen family, and the Denver Broncos organization, you took a chance on me at a crucial moment in my career, and I will never forget it. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. But I officially retired from football 5 years ago, whether in person, on a call, or in a handwritten letter. I said all the thank yous that we unfortunately don't have time to repeat tonight. But trust me, they are as heartfelt now as they were then. To my wife, Ashley, there are no right words to express how grateful I am for you. Thank you for your unstoppable love and support. And to our children, Marshall and Mosley, you came into the world at the exact time that I needed you most. The 2 of you have already given your mother and me a greater inheritance than we could ever leave you. If football has become my home, the people of the great states of Louisiana, Tennessee, Indiana, and Colorado have become my extended family. And as everyone knows, you can never really leave family behind. I never expected to stand on this stage tonight if it weren't for those busts and the memories of forever loyal fans. Tonight's details would blur and cheers would fade. However, our hearts will cradle the memories forever. Throughout our lives as players, coaches, staffs, and fans, we've become essential to the sports landscape. I don't know about you, but I'm not done with this game. I never will be. I'm committed to ensuring its future, and I hope you will join me in that commitment. As members of this honored class, we have a responsibility to make our game stronger, from the corner playground to the most celebrated stadiums. During the past few years, the game of football has been challenged by an explosion of sports and entertainment options, safety concerns, erupting social justice issues, and a worldwide pandemic. Displaced fans have taken on an entirely new meaning as our stadiums have been shut down and fans shut out. We certainly shouldn't walk away now. When we leave this stage tonight, it is no longer about us. It is about cultivating the game that has given so much to us. It's about nurturing football to live and thrive another day, another year, decade, and another generation. It's about guaranteeing that kids everywhere can learn, bond, grow, and have fun with every flag pulled, every tackle made, every pass thrown, every run, block, sack, and touchdown scored. The audience here tonight is made up of die-hard fans who feel football deep in your bones. Now, we may have ignited the fire, but you have fanned the flames. Inevitably, those flames will be whipped by the winds of change, but they don't need to smolder. The future of this game is ours to shape. We just need to take tomorrow on our shoulders as readily as we donned our pads before each game. Let this moment become a cherished memory. And then remember, a legacy is only worthwhile when there is a future to fuel. God bless you, and God bless football.